OnShape, to all of those who are here and presenting later on. We couldn't make this event happen without your support, and we're glad to have you. Next, we're joined by Dr. Melissa Smith, a tenured UX researcher and manager at Google Workspace. She is a FIRST alum and on the board of FIRST, and having participated as a student in FLL and FRC 1251. She's actively volunteered in various roles over the years. She was the 2018 First Inspire Gala Evelyn Kamen Rising Star Award recipient. And please welcome Dr. Melissa Smith.
Good morning. Hi, everybody. Okay, so definitely gonna bring the energy up because the whole point of this is to chat and mingle and meet each other. So I'm gonna start that off. Hi, I'm Melissa. I am not a mentor. I've done a lot of other things in FIRST, and my son is now 9 months old, so don't worry, I will be a mentor one day. But in the meantime, I'm doing a lot of other things. But just wanted to say hello and welcome you to this amazing event and give a little background on why you're talking to me or why I'm speaking to you at a mentor conference. So yeah, I'm Melissa. Thank you to Travis and the team. In my day job, I'm a research manager at Google Workspace. Google Workspace is Google's productivity suite. So things like Gmail, Calendar, Google Docs, Google Drive. If you ever use any of those, please do not come and ask me or complain to me. I'm one of many, many, many people working on it, and I love it because I use it myself, and I realize all the flaws that we have. But you know, there's a lot of things that we get to do to build that. But more importantly, one of the things that I am very much involved in is FIRST. It's a big part of my life. It's truly opened up doors for me. I literally would not be where I am today, I would say, without this organization and mentors like yourself. So I'll kind of walk through that journey and then leading to a point. Okay, so I've been fortunate enough to be the master of ceremonies, for instance, at the 2 of the past 3 FIRST Global events in Geneva and Singapore. I'm on the regional planning committee for Northern California, which is now, of course, switching over to a new model, so super excited to see what that's gonna look like. I received the Rising Star Alumni Award at the 2018 FIRST Gala alongside this guy, Jeff, which was kind of a cool honor. And as of 2021, as mentioned before, I'm on the FIRST board of directors. I'm the first and only alum on the board, and I do not take that position lightly. I would also say I'm the only board member who's actively volunteering out there on the ground speaking to people, and I talk about everything in every meeting, so please, like, I do not take that lightly, and I represent all of you as much as I can in the meetings as we're planning like the next 10, 15 years of this organization that we love. I just wanted to do like a little humble brag moment. I got to present the First Inspire Award at Championships in 2022 and 2023. It was a major pinch me moment for me because I remember when I first got to Championships, my team, I'm from 1251 in South Florida. It's a defunct team now, unfortunately, but you know, that's how it goes sometimes. But you know, my junior year of high school, we won the Florida Regional. At that point, it was just the Florida Regional. There's now 3 events in Florida. We made it to Championships, which was in Atlanta, and as you can imagine, the jump from a regional event or even a district event going to champs, that was like mind-blowing for me, and just seeing just how much larger this organization I was involved in was, and it was really inspiring to be like, wow, there's teams out there who are doing this year-round, and there's teams that are like, you know, giving back to the community, and it was such a big moment for me, and I was like, wow, it would be so cool to be, you know, I set the goal to be a championship winning team one day, or even like at that point, chairman's award winning team. So to be able to present that award, you know, over a decade and a half later, it was a really inspiring and exciting moment. However, my favorite pastime of all of this is insanely memorizing and purging robotics rules annually. And what I mean by that is I am a referee, a head referee, head referee. I've done it all over the country, all over the world actually. Florida, Northern Virginia, California, Turkey. Let's see, Turkey's the only international one I've done, but so far, working on it. And just at various championships, Detroit for, you know, the 1 year, couple years that existed, various ones in Houston. I spend a lot of time doing this. In fact, a lot of you guys might recognize me in this way. I recognize faces here. I've been talking to your students. I've interacted with you in this way over the years. It's, you know, been almost 15 years at this point. Is it hard? Yes. Do I regularly question my sanity for doing it for 15 years? Yes. Is it the best seat to be able to see all of these skills and the robots that these kids are building? Also, yes. And that's one of the reasons I keep coming back, because it's just a great way to really interact with the students in a way that, you know, in my way, I get to mentor them in like probably the most intense forum that they're going to have during these many, many weeks, sometimes years experience that they're going to have. And I don't take that lightly either. And I love it. And why do I love it? Because it all started with me as a student. I literally did first Lego League through middle school, and then I literally picked my high school based on based on a robotics team, because I really wanted to keep doing it. This is me as a senior in high school, all those many years ago, and I legitimately say that I would not be here without FIRST Robotics. And when I say that, I specifically mean that I wouldn't be here without the FIRST mentors who helped shape me and make me and learn and taught me all the things that I do, and all the things I've learned throughout the years. So, you know, there's been lots of mentors throughout my life. I just wanted to, another humble brag moment, this was like at that same event where I got to present the chairman's or First Inspire Award. My high school mentor, robotics mentor, had actually come out of retirement and was mentoring a new team and was at the event. So that was kind of like a weird, like, again, chills-inducing moment. I literally was crying. You can see the tears in my eyes. Like, it was just kind of like I can't believe, like, you know, I thought I'd like just see him at reunions or like when I visited family in Florida, but here we are at Champs, and he got to see like one of his first students present the award. So I thought that was like a really fun moment for him, and for me as well. But I've been fortunate enough to have many mentors over the years, throughout, like from a student to even now going through different stages of my life. Some of you might recognize some of these people, but you know, you guys are giving it day in and day out, and you're having impact on these students who are coming up through this program. And I like to go around and do these talks and to make sure I'm visible, to show people like, you know, I was literally one of these students that you are literally interfacing with on a day-to-day basis. So first of all, I'm gonna say thank you, mentors. Give yourselves a round of applause. It's a lot. Obviously, you guys are doing so much. Like, here we are in the middle of summer, you know, not a student in sight, and you are still here learning, trying to interface with them. There's so many hats you're wearing. These are ones I just came up with off the top of my head, just because of things that I've seen personally mentors do. And there's so many more that I'm sure you guys know, and I'm sure you could have fun examples of like all the things that you've done and have fun anecdotes, or maybe not so fun anecdotes, let's be serious, of like things you've had to do as a mentor. And you know, we see that, we appreciate it, and we just want to say that this event and these types of events are here to help you be able to like pull from the pool of the knowledge and be able to connect and have people that you can connect with and talk with throughout the season, in the summer, anytime. Like, I think that that's the beauty of like having an organization like FIRST, and then being able to have important and beautiful mentors like yourself guiding it and making it happen. So we see you. We wouldn't be here, I would say literally in my case, without you, and we really appreciate that. Just a quick kind of another perspective of why I'm here is I actually helped organize the first mentor conference in 2023. We saw that there was a need for mentors, and three of us got together and we were like, let's make this happen. Again, fortunately I work at an organization that I was able to like get them to give us the space, and we were able to hold it at Google HQ in Mountain View in 2023. I know a few people in here were there, so thank you for, you know, being at all the multiple different events. We had 200 people. We weren't sure we would actually have that many people, but we did, and it was just like a really great experience to be able to have that. And we wanted it to be an event where people could meet and interact and learn, connect, and have the freedom to be candid and open. You know, no students, no mentor relevant topics off limits, really just being able to talk and just be able to really learn and grow together. We did again in 2024. We had about a little over 300 folks at that one. We actually maxed out the capacity of that building. Again, some people were there. So we've shifted to a new venue this year, and that's gonna be happening at the end of this month, end of August, in a few weeks. So maybe I'll see some of you guys there. But just, you know, it was just kind of an exciting moment to see that there was a lot of desire for this. And obviously there's growing pains and there's things we're learning, but it's just kind of an exciting moment. And I just wanted to shout out to the Northeast First Mentor Conference. So you guys did your first one last year, and it was just so inspiring to be able to like, you know, help from a distance or even just like answer questions. And of course you're doing it again. You're here right now. So I always say that as difficult as refereeing is, I could never be a judge. That's what I always say. I could never be a judge because having to like literally judge or sort through all the amazing students that you guys are helping produce is something I literally break out in hives thinking about. At least with refereeing, I know the rules, I remember them. I have my handy dandy rule book that I can go refer to, and then I just have to follow the letter of the law. With refereeing or with judging, I feel like it's just so much more like, how do you pick? All these students are amazing, all these robots are designed in different interesting parameters and constraints, and I just think that it's just, it's a testament to what you guys are producing and helping produce in the students that you are mentoring on a daily basis. So, yeah, to conclude with the 1 minute I have left, this event's for you, so make it yours. You know, talk to everybody. Literally every single person you encounter is going to be having an interesting perspective. You know, unique student cases, unique robot cases, unique, I don't know, design space constraints. You know, there's really so many things that you can learn in this type of forum. There's so much knowledge in this room that's going to be shared and also just kind of like absorbed. So, you know, engage and meet everybody. And just remember, just being there already, you're already doing the job. You're already being the mentor. Like, I feel like remember you saw that list. There's so many different hats and roles, and it can feel overwhelming. But literally just being there as a resource for these students is already doing it. I would say the skills I most benefited from through robotics are actually not technical things. They're things that are just learning to essentially be a human and work with other people. So I'm gonna leave you with this quote that I had put in my acceptance speech when I won the Stellar Alumni Award. First taught me how to work cooperatively with people, how to ask for help when I was stuck, how to help others without ego or expectation, how to work as a team member towards a goal that benefits everyone, how to break down complex problems into manageable chunks, and how to explain complicated topics and concepts in easy to understand ways. All of these skills I continue to actively use on a daily basis, and I credit learning them through first from my mentors at a young age with my continued success in my career and endeavors. So thank you, mentors. You made that happen. Enjoy the conference.